Welcome back to my video. Today I wanted to create a video to discuss bay leaf and what it really can do. Because I've been getting a lot of emails and a lot of my new customers and new clients, they've been informed that bay leaf can bring in riches. And after doing numerous spells with bay leaf, they feel they've been tricked. And of course, that's the type of thing that happens here on YouTube. You know, a lot of people, they don't know what they're talking about. They're very uneducated when it comes to herbs. They're very uneducated when it comes to spirituality. And of course, you're going to find a lot of people that feel like just because it is a green leaf, that you can use it for money automatically and it can change your life. And as you guys know, there's a lot of people that are on here that are going to lead you in the wrong direction. There are people on here that are calling themselves root workers, and they cannot do readings. And normally with any root worker, you want someone that's going to be able to help you with a reading and with work. And then you'll find people that call themselves tarot readers that are teaching themselves how to do cards. And I feel like a really good, true tarot reader, or well, I wouldn't say psychic because I don't like nobody to call me a psychic. I don't like that term, but someone that does cards, a tarot reader, I feel like a really good tarot reader, they don't need to be teaching themselves how to do tarot. As you learn spirituality, as the spirits come to you, as visions come to you, that clairvoyance is embedded into you. It's something that I feel like you're gifted with. And a lot of people, they know how to do readings without cards. They know how to read people with just the sight of them speaking to them. So a lot of people, they're gifted in many different ways. And for the people that are gifted with the clairvoyance and they do cards, a lot of them don't do spiritual work. So you'll find a different type of, you're going to find many different types of people, but you want someone that has balance. Someone that is spiritually inclined, knows their herbs, someone that can do a good reading for you, and someone that can do some good root work for you, spell work, rituals, and also help you with what items you should be working and how to better your life. So normally, I mean, I'm not sure how people do things when they're looking for someone to teach them how to do spells, but I feel like this person should have a lot of spiritual balance going on. They should know their herbs by scent, by touch, by just looking at them in a picture, like a lot of different things. They should be able to show you many different things when it comes to every area that you're going to ask them about. So if you do meet somebody that is a spiritual worker or calls themselves a spiritual worker and they don't know how to do readings, you should reconsider that. And someone that is teaching themselves tarot, and or they're doing tarot with words still on them, teaching them, they're not fully there yet. They're still trying to teach themselves. I always feel like that gift has to be in you. I always feel like that gift has to come with you. And whatever age it is that it reopens your eyes in your life, I feel like that's the person that you should be going for. So if you are watching spells of someone that has no idea what they're doing, and because people, they'll try to draw you in. So the first thing they'll say, oh, prosperity, oh, money, oh, you know, you'll get luck, and that's not true. Because I'll tell you this, I've been doing spirituality. I've been spiritually changing my life for a very long time. I've been doing readings. I've been doing root work. I make my own candles, my own oils, my own baths. Every single thing I make myself, and I've been doing this for 16 years. So I know a lot of different things. And guess what? Every single day I am learning too a lot about myself. A lot of different things and energy and visions are still coming to me. So that gift doesn't normally necessarily end when it picks up in your life. So for myself, I do know a lot of my herbs. I work with herbs every single day. And one thing that I can tell you is that European bay leaf, bay laurel, it does not bring forth the stuff that people are telling you. It's not, European bay leaf is not a leaf that is used for money. European bay leaf, in my experience, from what I've been using it for, it's a leaf used to remove negativity. When you want to clear things out of your life, when you want to remove evil presence, when the home feels heavy, even when your car feels heavy, when the environment and situation that you've put yourself into feels heavy, bay leaf is going to be great for that. it removes the negativity that's building up, and it clears it out. It calms it down. It brings it away from you. So bay leaf is great for keeping in your home. It's also great, like everyone else has told you, if you do know about it, sweeping it out of your home. So if you do live in a house, or you are in a home with one door, sweeping it from the furthest part of your house to the front door is what you should do. So for those of you that have emailed me and said that you feel like you can't use it because you've been told you got to sweep it out the door, you still can do it. So if your rooms are in the back, or even if your rooms are set up to the side, sweep everything from left to right, and conjoin it in the middle, and then you sweep it towards the front of your door, or from the furthest rooms in the back. If your living room and your dining room is all the way in the back of the house, that's where you start sprinkling that bay leaf. And you leave it on the floor. Leave it on the floor for about 3 days. Bay leaf can be burned, but not for money and for prosperity and for cash and for jobs and for luck. No. There are different variations of bay leaf. And as you learn your herbs and you learn your roots, you will learn what they're used for, different types of tinctures you can make with them, different types of tea, different types of situations where you can mentally, physically, emotionally get yourself better using a blend of it with other herbs and or curios, and even mixing them with your candles. You'll learn it. So it's something that I feel that it can be taught. And if you've been watching me for quite some time, then you'll know that. So with the European bay leaf, it has more of a camphor mentholy kind of scent, and that's why a lot of people use it to get rid of like bugs in their house. What you can do is you can take the dryer sheets and let the scent dry out of the dryer sheets, keep them out for a couple of days, and place the bay leaf mixed with some eucalyptus leaves inside of it. Clip the tips of it, like the edges, the corners of it, and you could place that in areas where you feel like you've been getting a lot of bugs and stuff like that. And that will help to remove the bugs. They have a camphor smell over them. Bay leaves are good to cook with. Yes, of course. Bay leaves are good to place in the home if you're working a lot of spells and you haven't yet been able to cleanse yourself and, get yourself together and do a hyssop bath or a hyssop oil cleansing, and along with Psalms 51, then this is what you should be doing. You should be sprinkling that bay leaf all over the house, all over the home. It can go underneath rugs. It can go underneath chairs. Let it sit there for a couple of days. After sitting there for a couple of days, then you could begin to sweep it out. Sweep it out. Make sure your windows are closed. And then you begin to sage. Because when you sage, it's best for the windows to be closed. So whatever is trapped into the home, it can release itself. As you pray, as you sage each room, after everything is done, after you've saged the whole house, then you begin to open the windows. And you start to pray and you ask for any energy and any buildup of negativity in your home to release itself and go out the window, to remove itself out your home. And you do that throughout the whole house. With European bay leaves, they have a camphor kind of scent to them too as well. I find that in California bay leaves, which are very dry, Turkish bay leaves, there's Mexican bay leaves, and there's West Indian bay leaves, which are very mild, and they're from the bay rum tree. Those are really, really good to mix in and making your own bay rum. So if you've been watching videos on here and you've been being told to use Indian bay leaves, those are not bay leaves. Those are cinnamon leaves. Let me show you. The difference between them and the regular bay leaves is two different things. Look, this one is much more drier, a little bit more brittle. It has one stem going through the middle. And then for the one from the cassia tree, these are cinnamon leaves. These leaves are used for sweet things. These are used for pastries, for desserts. You can put them in breads and different things like that. So they're great for baking desserts with and whatnot. And this right here is a eucalyptus leaf, okay? This right here is used to cleanse away, clear off, remove hexes, jinxes, and crossed up situations. You can keep eucalyptus around you for your head, to clear away headaches, to remove confusion, to create clarity in the home, along with burning a St. Clara white candle. So there are many different forms of leaves, but by no means should you get confused with thinking that eucalyptus leaf is bay. And there's no reason you should ever think that a cinnamon leaf, okay, cassia tree, off the cassia tree, which is Indian bay leaf, just because it's called Indian bay leaf, you should not have any type of belief in any way that it is European bay leaf. Bay laurel is totally different than of a cinnamon leaf. Totally different. So for those of you that have been confused and been told that European bay leaf, even California or Turkish, can help you to bring forth money, you have the wrong perception. You have the wrong idea over things. It's great for cleansing heaviness out of your home. And so if you haven't been able to take like a cleansing bath and you haven't been able to mop the house, leave the green brittle bay leaves, okay, bay laurel, leave these around the home. Leave these on your altars around white candles. By no means should you be confused by watching other idiots' videos into thinking that bay laurel is going to bring forth money. It doesn't. It has a scent to it that I would never associate with money. See, I feel like a lot of people, they feel like just because it's leaves and it's green, it's automatically going to give you money, and that's incorrect. Now, the cinnamon leaves, which are Indian bay leaves or sweet bay, you can use these for love. You can use these for prosperity. You can use these to draw in, but not necessarily by themselves. Don't be fooled into thinking that you can just open up a pack of cinnamon leaves and automatically you're going to get a whole bunch of luxuries drawn into your life. Herbs need to be charged. Herbs need to be prayed over. So imagine somebody with bad luck watching a video from an idiot telling them, yeah, you can use this leaf and your whole life is going to change. That's the wrong conception. And I'm pretty sure that that person has no real spiritual magic, no real spiritual beliefs. They're doing the video to confuse you and alter things in your life. Because when I got the emails and I was told, oh, I've been using the bay leaf because I was watching the video, I stopped them right there. Listen, you got to know who you watching. People will tell you anything to draw you in. And then what? Then you're not getting no results. And then a lot of my customers sent me samples of what they got, and they were getting eucalyptus leaves and being told to use these as bay leaves. They were being told to eat them. Be very careful what you are watching. If they don't know the name of that herb and you don't know the name of that herb, why are you letting people make you eat things? Not even you doing it yourself. Nobody can make you do anything. Why are you having the belief that if you eat it, it's going to change your life? It doesn't work like that. There are a lot of roots and that I'm seeing that are fake John the Conqueror root, fake Angelica root, fake devil's shoestring, fake Solomon seals, fake lovage root. There's so many fake different types of roots, and you guys have to really make sure that you learn it. You have to make sure you learn it. Make sure you're watching somebody that knows what they're talking about, knows what they're doing, and stop believing that every single thing that you see is going to automatically change your life. This is from the cassia tree. There's different forms of cinnamon too as well. And a lot of people I guess when they teach you certain things, they don't know. So they're teaching you what they know, which is shit. Okay? From the cassia tree, you'll find the double coal cinnamon. Let me show it to you so you guys can know what it looks like. So the double cinnamon, you see when it's called 2 times? That's from the cassia tree, okay? Then you have the Ceylon cinnamon, which is layered. I call it sweet cinnamon or Mexican cinnamon. Usually I get it from, you can get it from like your Spanish grocery store, and it breaks up really easy. And it has many different layers. By far, this is the best cinnamon. This is the Ceylon cinnamon. I love this. It's brittle and it smells really, really, really good. You should know your cinnamons. You should know your roots. You should know your herbs. And you should have the understanding that you can't just pick up a leaf and write your name on it and it's going to change your life. No, it doesn't work like that. Stop using bay laurel for money spells. It's not for money at all. It has a camphor odor to it. And anything for camphor and different things like that, it's going to clear away. It's going to remove. Just like the camphor blocks. When you use them in your spells and you put them in your nail to remove negativities and to run spirits out of your home, to have that same concept. That bay leaf is going to run whatever it is in your home. But you should work them in a ritual. Just because you drop them down on your floor, that doesn't necessarily mean things are automatically going to change. You need to pray. You need to sage. You need to light candles. You need to mop your house. You need to bathe your body. So things should be done in a ritual. Don't be under the belief that you can just pick up some leaves and they're just going to change your life. And these are cinnamon leaves. Cinnamon leaves, or AKA Indian bay leaves, same thing. They are not by no means bay leaf. Okay? There's a bunch of different types of bay leaves. I like the West Indian bay leaves to make my bay rum. I make my own bay rum, which is great. It's a recipe that I've been doing for a really long time. My own mixtures. I leave it for a couple of weeks, to tell you the truth, and mixed with white rum and a bunch of other herbs that I add in there, praying over it, and I let it set for a while before I start using it. And bay rum is good for using in spells to cleanse and to clear away and to remove certain things. You can even use them in your protection jars for your children as well, to clear evil away and negativity from coming to them, along with bathing them, along with praying over them. So there's certain rituals that you're going to have to do. So if you are watching someone who is not spiritual, who's not into learning their herbs or knows their herbs, they're not clairvoyant by any means, they're not into witchcraft, they're not a witch, all of that stuff takes place into what they're going to teach you. And if they do not know anything, neither do you. And that is why that bay leaf spell is not working at all. Cinnamon leaves are not bay leaf. They're not bay laurel at all. You should be using European. Well, you could go to the supermarket and get them, but you should be using European. You can use European and or California bay leaf to help yourself to remove negativity in your house. I've used Turkish bay leaves to cook with, as well as the Mexican bay leaves to cook with, as well as the West Indian bay leaves to cook with. And the West Indian bay leaves have a very mild scent. They're a little bit more spiced, and I'll give you the idea, a little bit more spiced. I like all of them. I do, but they all do different things. But by no means should you ever confuse cinnamon leaves, which are called Indian bay leaves, for real bay leaves. Look at the texture. They have like a oily looking look to them as well. There's 3 veins going through them. They're much wider and thicker than the bay leaf. Some of them have a yellowish tincture to them. And when it comes to color, a little bit of green mixed in. Some of them look a little brownish depending on what region you're getting them from. But these are cinnamon leaves from the Kasai tree. So how can you say these are bay leaves? They're not. So I hope that this helps clear up any confusion that many of you have had. Eucalyptus leaves are not bay leaves. Cinnamon leaves are not bay leaves, okay? If you're looking for bay leaves, you can find them in your supermarket. And you're going to cleanse, you're going to clear away, you're going to remove negativity, you're going to remove evil. Crush them up if you want to and put them by your front door before the New Year's. Leave them there for a couple of days. Leave them there. Walk through them, come in your house, leave them there. When you're ready, then you begin to sweep, okay? You begin to sweep them out to the front of the door, out of the door. And then you can pick them up. Pick them up with your dustpan and you can throw them outside. If that is not an option for you, after they have done the work in the home and you sweep them up, put them inside like maybe like a cheesecloth or a muslin bag, and you could find an area of space and leave it at a crossroads to get it out of the home. But normally you want to sweep them up and out of your home, because you're removing any evil. They retain a lot of energy. And when you pray over your items and you learn to charge herbs and roots up, then you will see the power in them. But generally speaking, whenever you buy something, if it is not from a person that is spiritually inclined, from a witch, from a root worker, from a bruja, a shaman, whatever you call yourself, if they have not given you the right information about it and they have not told you how to work it, if you don't buy it from someone that knows what they're doing, you're getting just a root with no energy. And then guess what? You have to put energy into that. You have to charge it up. You have to fixate it to do the things that you want it to do. I'm getting a lot of emails from people asking me about the John the Conqueror root, how they can remove evil, how they can bring in love in their life. They're focusing just on the root. Why? Because they're uneducated. Because if they learn the right way, they will understand that you have to combine those roots and herbs into the rituals, into the spell, along with your candles and your prayers to create a form and surge of energy and power within them. So anything that you're buying, even when you buy it from the supermarket, like a lot of you, I tell you, do not buy the alum from the supermarket to put in your limes. You don't want that powdered substance. You want to pick up the glassy looking form of alum. It looks like a see-through rock. It's clear. That's what you want to use. That's the best way to use it. So a lot of stuff in the supermarket, I guess a lot of you feel that you can, all the spices in the supermarket automatically turn into spiritual herbs, and that's incorrect. There's certain things you can use, like the pepper, the hot pepper. You can put that in your hot foot to mix a hot foot powder. You can use the cayenne powder to make a blockbuster powder. So there's many different things you can use. You can use the black pepper to add in to make your black salt. But not just automatically and then automatically, oh, black pepper is this and parsley is this. Thyme is good for money. Thyme is good. Fresh thyme is good for money, keeping it in the home, cooking with it all the time. It's really good for that. Garlic is great for repelling the negativity from all sorts of, I guess, mystical, magical people in this world. Because a lot of people, they think they're vampires and whatnot and all sorts of shit. So you can take that whole garlic, the garlic, there's like 5 in there, and you can hang those in your house after you've prayed over them. Add a little bit of drops of protection oil on them. And you can leave about 3 in the home. When they've dried up completely, take them out of your house. They've done the job. When they start to grow out and you see the stems growing, they've done their job. They've protected the home. Buy new ones. You wanna bless your items. You wanna put a surge of energy and power into every item. Stop letting people trick you and make you believe that you can do money spells and you can automatically change your life. If you are not doing good and you have bad luck, there's no way you can take a bay leaf that's used to clear, cleanse, and remove negativity and change your life and all of a sudden you're a millionaire. No, it doesn't work like that at all. So hopefully that's cleared up things. And this video is called The Truth About Baby because a lot of you needed to learn it. I'm tired of people emailing me stuff and like, oh, but I watched this. I don't care what you've watched. If you're coming to me for information, I'm going to inform you. So hopefully you've gotten the information that you needed and you can stop watching a lot of these dumbasses on here telling you to use it for anything other than what it's specifically for. I hope that you can find clarity in your life and you can be led in the right direction. People are always going to lead you wrong. You have to be able to lead yourself in the right direction. That's the best thing. That's the best advice I can tell you. Charge your things up. Pray over them. Pray over your children. Pray over yourself. People are always going to lead you wrong. They are. For anything. For any reason. Anything to alter. To get something for themselves to where they're benefiting and you're losing out. They will do it. That's the evil and the wicked and the maliciousness in certain individuals in this world. There's a lot of people that will lead you to the right place, that will give you good information, that have no problem helping you and teaching you to help you to better yourself. But by no means should you be influencing yourself with fuckery, okay? Hopefully this helps many of you that have been confused and been thinking eucalyptus is this and thinking that cinnamon leaves are big, and just try to do your own small research and or follow someone that knows what the fuck they're doing, preferably me. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this for 16 years, learning every single thing, every year trying to make myself a better person. And you can do the same thing. Get a book, write down what it does for you, write down what it doesn't do for you, write down what herbs work, what oils work in this spell for you. Even write down a book on what oils are influencing the people around you. And that's going to help you to be a better spiritual person, a better witch, even just someone that's on a spiritual path and journey trying to change their life, someone that's working with holistic herbs and trying to just change themselves. All of that combined, all of that. Do what is best for you. Stop letting stupid people influence you. And I'm sure that it'll help you to have a blessed new year. Because I'm sure you're tired of the shit and tired of fucking spells where people are telling you, yes, it's going to work. I guarantee you. I swear to my unborn child. They're fucking lying bitches. Okay? Like, subscribe, and stay blessed.